Hi friends, good afternoon. Welcome to the most important question series where I will be predicting most important questions for this year's mains examination. Guys, only 7 days are remaining and in these 7 days you need to follow a dedicated timetable which I have already made a video. The link is in the description. Please go through that video. Today is the day where you will basically cover geography, environment and disaster management. In this video I will give you the important questions of environment. So guys, as you know, environment is divided into three sections. One is conservation, the next one is climate change, and third one is pollution and environmental degradation, and one more section is EIA. Okay, so let us see what are the important questions which you need to revise in the last week. So guys, the most important question are the two environmental laws which have been amended recently. One is the Biodiversity Act. Okay, so critically examine the Biodiversity Amendment Bill. Will it hurt the original intent of the act? Guys, this I have discussed very detailed in my Optima sessions. Please go through it. The next one is the Forest Conservation Amendment Bill. Okay, so you have to critically examine how Forest Conservation Amendment Bill are not good for the forest conservation in India. There is one more act which you can prepare is the Wildlife Protection Amendment Bill, but these two are more important than this. Okay, so this is the first thing. Definitely one question you can expect one question from this. Next guys, in conservation, Project Tiger is very important. Project Tiger. So discuss the efforts for species conservation in India with emphasis on Project Tiger. And related to this, there is another project which is Project Cheetah. Critically examine the concerns in Project Cheetah, because you all know that cheetahs are dying because of various factors. So critically examine this cheetah reintroduction program. Next guys, man-animal conflict. What are the reasons why man-animal conflict are rising with every passing year? What are the factors responsible for rise in man-animal conflict, particularly in the Western Ghats and in the Eastern India also? And what are the ways in which we can manage it? Next guys, sixth mass extinction. Very, very important. What are the factors for decline of biodiversity? Sixth mass extinction, again very important. Then guys, ethanol blending program of Government of India, very important. And guys, eco-sensitive zone. What are eco-sensitive zones? Why are people protesting against eco-sensitive zonation of the Western Ghats? Very, very, very important. Eco-sensitive zone, very, very, very important. Okay guys, then Kunming-Montreal Global Diversity Framework. Okay, this was a recent development, so you can just go through it. It may come. Then guys, role of NGT in environment protection. Then guys, coming to the question of net zero. What is net zero and what is India's effort to achieve net zero? Then green finance. Okay, green finance is also very important. Next guys, climate change and health. There is a new focus on climate change on health and climate change on agriculture. Okay, these two topics you need to go through it. Then guys, carbon capture and utilization storage program. Critically examine, will it help in decarbonization? Okay, so there are a lot of criticisms. Then guys, carbon border adjustment mechanism. This is for the IR also. This can be important for IR also. It is a program of European Union where they are going to put a carbon tax on carbon intensive imports into the country. Next guys, circular economy, because a lot of emphasis is on circular economy. E-waste, legacy waste. Okay, e-waste and legacy waste, these are the two important topics which you need to prepare. What are e-waste? What are the various problems of e-waste? What are legacy waste? What are the various problems of legacy waste? Guys, legacy waste are nothing but solid waste. Okay, municipal solid waste. Okay, municipal solid waste. So you need to prepare that also. Last but not the least is the EIA. Okay, is the EIA. Critically examine India's EIA. Okay, recent changes in India's EIA. And do the EIA of Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Island, because okay, we are going to develop a transshipment port in Andaman and Nicobar Island, so they can ask to do an EIA on that. This is a very, very unique question that can come. Next guys, environmental concerns. Okay, against the release of GM mustard. Okay, how it is a threat to biodiversity, if it is. Okay, so you need to prepare GM mustard. Okay, although this topic can be in science also. And last guys, this year, this concept of carrying capacity is in news. Concept of carrying capacity is in news. So please prepare carrying capacity and greenwashing. Carrying capacity and greenwashing. These two topics are in news. So I'm hoping these two questions can come. You should know, you should revise at least once, you should revise. Overall, okay, one question from law, whether it is Biodiversity Act, whether it is the Forest Conservation Act, whether it is the Wildlife Act, one question. Second question on biodiversity decline, 6 mass extinction. Third is the man-animal conflict. Third is the man-animal conflict. Next, guys, eco-sensitive zones, bioethanol blending program, net zero, government of India's new program to achieve net zero. Then, guys, carbon markets, okay, carbon trading, carbon markets, and the energy conservation bill. This bill also is very, very important. Okay, this bill also is very, very important. You need to know this. Then carbon capture, you can just go through it. Climate change and health, climate change and agriculture, carbon border management adjustment mechanism. Then in pollution, you can go for circular economy, e-waste and legacy waste. Then EIA and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, just go through it. And the carrying capacity, particularly in the Joshimath crisis or Himalayan crisis, carrying capacity is in news. So please do prepare it. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.